So in this video, I have analyzed the DSSB memory based PDF which is asked in 2022 exam PRT. All the questions is belong from part B, pedagogy, psychology, ICT, subject psychology, etc. So we will discuss every single of them, every single one of them. So DSSB part B is notorious for mixing direct factual questions with deep conceptual ones. The examiner is not just testing your memory, they are testing your ability to catch subtle wording changes. Yeah, so let's break down each questions, understand the examiner's trap, and clear your concepts. So, question 1 is: to bring about the right education, we must clearly understand the meaning of life as a whole. In order to satisfy this given statement, how should we not think? Options are truly, well, obviously, continuously. Correct answer is only 3, means continuously. एजुकेशनल फिलोसफी, जिड्डू कृष्णमूर्ति. एग्जामिनर यहाँ पे ये टेस्ट कर रहा है कि एग्जामिनर इज टेस्टिंग योर ग्रास्प ऑफ फिलोसफिकल पेडागोगी. द ट्रैप हियर इज द वर्ड नॉट. ये स्टेटमेंट फिलोसफिकल थिंकिंग से आई है, हैवली इंस्पायर्ड बाय जे कृष्णमूर्ति, जो मानते थे कि लाइफ एज अ होल समझने के लिए हमारा माइंड फ्री होना चाहिए. ठीक है, लाइफ एज अ होल समझने के लिए हमारा माइंड फ्री होना चाहिए. अगर हमारा दिमाग कॉन्टिन्यूसली लगातार सोचता रहेगा तो वो एक मैकेनिकल कंडीशनड लूप में फंस जाएगा. कॉन्टिन्यूस लर्निंग क्रिएट्स मेंटल क्लटर, प्रिवेंट्स अस फ्रॉम एक्सपीरियंसिंग द रियलिटी और होलनेस ऑफ लाइफ. इसलिए हमें कॉन्टिन्यूसली नहीं सोचना चाहिए. ट्रूली सोचना पॉजिटिव है. ठीक है. इन फिलोसफी बेस्ड पेडागोगी, रिमेंबर दैट अ क्वाइट माइंड और फ्री माइंड इज वैल्यूड over continuous restless thinking. Okay, so I think everything is clear now. Let's dive into the next question. To who came out the idea known as the human capital theory approach? So it is completely factual based. Skulls is the answer. Economics of education. The economics of education is the topic. Pure factual question or knowledge of educational sociology, economics. थियोडोर स्कुल्ट्स एंड गैरी बेकर ने ह्यूमन कैपिटल थ्योरी दी थी. इस थ्योरी का सिंपल मतलब ये है कि एजुकेशन कोई खर्चा, एक्सपेंस नहीं है, बल्कि एक इन्वेस्टमेंट है. जब आप इंसान की एजुकेशन और हेल्थ पर इन्वेस्ट करते हो तो उसकी इकोनॉमिक प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ती है. जस्ट लाइक इन्वेस्टिंग इन अ मशीन. स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ कंफ्यूज होते हैं क्योंकि ये टिपिकल चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट का टॉपिक नहीं है, बल्कि मैक्रो लेवल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का हिस्सा है. ठीक है. सो ह्यूमन कैपिटल थ्योरी इज टोटली रिलेटेड टू थियोडोर स्कर्ट्स. एजुकेशन इज एन economic investment in humans. So education is an economic investment in humans. Next question: the present education system is not based on personal momentary. So the answer is both 1 and 2. Principles of modern education, characteristics of modern education system. यहाँ पे चेक किया जा रहा है characteristics of modern education system. This question we have to read this question inversely or reversing the order. Modern education कैसा होना चाहिए? It should be social, collaborative and lifelong. या But option 1 says personal. Modern education is not purely personal or individualistic, isolated from society. It is a social process. Then option 2, momentary. Education is a lifelong continuous purpose from womb to tomb, not just a momentary or short term event. क्योंकि प्रेजेंट सिस्टम ना तो प्योरली पर्सनल है और ना ही मोमेंट्री. द करेक्ट आंसर इज दैट it is not based on both 1 and 2. So always remember the defining traits of modern education: lifelong, social, child centered and inclusive. Okay. Then next question, with reference to social science, which of the following statement is correct? In India, the lower primary school level social science is taught as a part of environmental studies. Then next statement is, in India, social science is taught as a special course at the upper primary level. So only one is the true. NCF guidelines for subject pedagogy is the topic here. EVS and SST. एग्जामिनर ये टेस्ट कर रहा है कि NCF 2005 और NCF FS NCF-FS 2022 framework. So let's discuss something about NCF-SF 2022 framework. First, the National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage 2022 is India's first integrated curriculum for children aged 3 to 8. Aligning with NEP 2020, it emphasized play-based learning, cognitive development, and mother tongue instructions covering age 3 to 8, preschool to class 2. Okay. Key aspects of NCF-FS here means foundational stage. Target group and structure. Focus on 3 to age group spanning 3 years of preschool, Anganwadi and class 1 and 2. Okay, so total 5 years. Core philosophy, Panchkosh model integrates ancient Indian knowledge with modern research, focusing on five developmental domains. Physical means sharirik, life energy means pranic, then emotional or mental means mansik, then intellectual means bodhik, and last spiritual means chaitsik, chaitanya, chaitanic. Development: physical, life energy, emotional, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. Okay. So play based pedagogy, places play at the core of curriculum, and learning using stories, music, art, and toys as primary teaching methods. Foundational learning, literacy and numeracy, FLN, provides a concrete to abstract approach for math and a four block model: oral, word recognition, reading, and writing. For language, strictly following Nipun Bharat guidelines. Nipun Bharat guidelines, national initiative for proficiency with reading and reading with understanding and numeracy. Multilingualism prioritizes education is the home language, education in the home language or mother tongue to improve comprehension and confidence. Assessment focuses on formative ongoing assessment rather than summative tests to track developmental milestones. The framework called the NCRT released framework ensures a smooth, non-rigid transition from pre-primary to primary education, aiming to improve local long-term long-term educational, health, and economic outcomes. So these are the main things about NCF foundational stage 2022 framework regarding how subjects are introduced at different stages. ये बहुत कॉमन है, जो अब हम ये जो क्वेश्चन देख रहे थे कि एसएसटी वाला लोअर प्राइमरी स्कूल और क्या कहते हैं स्पेशल कोर्स, तो इसमें क्या है कि क्लास 1 to 5 में साइंस और सोशल साइंस अलग सब्जेक्ट नहीं होते। क्लास 1 to क्लास 5 लोअर प्राइमरी यानी कि में क्लास में साइंस और सोशल साइंस अलग सब्जेक्ट नहीं होते, इनको मिलाकर एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज़ ईवीएस बनाया गया है। ठीक है, तो ये तो सही है ना। स्टेटमेंट 2 गलत है क्योंकि वो कह रहा है स्पेशल कोर्स के बारे में। क्लास 6 to 8 यानी अपर प्राइमरी, अपर प्राइमरी को हम कहते हैं 6 to 8 में, इसमें सोशल साइंस एक कोर सब्जेक्ट बन जाता है। हिस्ट्री, जियोग्राफी, सिविक्स। एग्जामिनर ने यहाँ वर्ड यूज़ किया स्पेशल कोर्स। ठीक है, स्पेशल कोर्स का मतलब होता है कोई इलेक्टिव या स्पेशलाइज्ड स्किल बेस्ड कोर्स जो सबके लिए मैंडेटरी ना हो। ठीक है, बट एसएसटी इज़ अ फाउंडेशनल मैंडेटरी कोर सब्जेक्ट एट द अपर प्राइमरी लेवल। सो EVS is an integrated subject till class 5th. From class 6th onwards, science and SST split into separate core subjects, not special. Okay, then about communicable disease. Next question. Communicable disease can spread when we use something already used by someone like a towel, cup, handkerchief, etc. This statement refers to which of the following means through which the disease can be spread. So the answer is contact. Health and physical education is the topic here. EV or EVS we can say. Basic application of health science in school environment. Basic application of health science in school environment. एंड द डीप एक्सप्लेनेशन इज, जब एक बच्चा दूसरे की टॉवल या कप यूज़ करता है तो फिजिकल सरफेस के थ्रू बैक्टीरिया, वायरस ट्रांसफ़र होते हैं। इसको इनडायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट या ट्रांसमिशन थ्रू फोमिट्स, इन्फेक्टेड ऑब्जेक्ट्स को फोमिट्स बोलते हैं, कहते हैं। इसमें इंसेक्ट्स, मच्छर, मंकी का कोई रोल नहीं है। It is a straightforward application question from primary school health. Okay, so sharing personal item leads to contact transmission. Vector borne means insects, means malaria, dengue, etc. Next question is about life skills. Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE introduces life skills education in its affiliated schools in which academic session? Answer is 2003 to 4. Educational policies and CBSE initiatives could be asked in the upcoming exam. So what if we discuss some educational policies, some latest ones. So CBSE's latest initiatives aligned with NEP 2020 focus on transforming education through mandatory skill education, 110 hours per year for classes 6 to 8, and the introduction of AI and computational thinking from class 3 onwards from 2026 to 27. Other key focus areas include competency-based learning, mental health, well-being initiatives, and integrating 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 schooling structures. So, latest initiatives and usage examples 2025 to 2026. Mandatory skills modules, class 6th to 8th. Schools must now allocate 110 hours annually, roughly 160 periods, for skill based training, including areas like AI, financial literacy, and coding. AI and coding from class 3, introduction of AI and computational thinking from foundational stages to foster early technological literacy. Skill hub initiatives and joint certification, partnership with industries for vocational training, offering joint certificates CBSE plus industry for classes 10th to 12th in areas like marketing and IT. In areas like marketing and IT. Competency based education CBE, replacing rote learning with experiential, case based, and practical learning methods. Mental health support, implementation of comprehensive counseling and mental wellness tools like Manodarpan initiative for to support students, and digital transformation, utilization of DigiLocker for mark sheets, and the teacher initiated feedback system, and the teacher initiated feedback system for real time pedagogical improvement. Synonyms and related terminology: competency based education, proficiency based learning, mastery learning, modules, vocational education, applied learning. And SQF is the important national skill qualification framework subjects. Okay, national skill qualification framework skill modules. Ex- Experiential pedagogy, active learning, hands on training, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure, new academic structure, NEP 2020 framework, AI and computational thinking, digital literacy, technology enabled learning. So that's enough. That's enough. And yeah, there are four pillars of NEP 2020 is built on five core pillars, not four. So it's basically five core pillars aimed at transforming India's education system by 2030. These foundational principles are access, equity, quality, affordability, and accountability. What are those? 3A, 1E, and 1Q. Triple AEQ, AEQ, or triple AQE. Access, affordability, accountability, access, affordability, accountability, equity, and quality. Okay, which guide the restructuring of both school and higher education into a more holistic, flexible, and multidisciplinary system. Core pillars of NEP 2020. Let's discuss deep dive. Access, ensuring all children from pre-primary to grade 12 have access to high quality education. Then equity, providing equal opportunities to all students with special emphasis on social economically disadvantaged group, SEDGs, SEDGs, social economically disadvantaged groups. Then quality, elevating educational standards through teacher training, pedagogical reforms, 5 plus 3 plus 4 structure, and focusing on foundational literacy and numeracy, FLN. Then affordability, reducing the financial burden of families by making quality education accessible and reducing the high cost of education. Then last but not least, accountability, implementing frameworks to ensure transparency and effectiveness in school and higher education. Effectiveness in school and higher education, such as setting up PARAK, performance analysis, performance assessment, performance assessment, review, and analysis of knowledge for holistic development. For holistic development, key structural changes. pedagogical shift, replacement of the 10 plus 2 system with 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure, ages 3 to 18, focus on skills, emphasis on vocational training, critical thinking and multidisciplinary studies over rote learning. Then language, promoting education in the home language, mother tongue until at least grade 5. So it's enough, that's enough. Hilda Taba model, diagnosing 7 steps of curriculum development, diagnosing learner needs, formulating objectives, selecting and organizing content, choosing and organizing learning experiences, and finally, so it's 5. There are 5 steps in curriculum development: diagnosing learner needs, formulating objectives, selecting and organizing content, choosing and organizing learning experiences, and finally, evaluation and revision to improve learning outcome. And finally, evaluation and revision to improve learning outcome. Then, uh, are they 7 or just 5? Diagnosing the learner needs 1, formulation of objectives 2, selection of content 3, organization of content 4, selection of learning experiences 5, organization of learning activities 6, evaluation and revisions 7. So Hilda Taba's 7 step in curriculum. The NEP 2020 is intended to be monitored through 5 themes: learner centric education, digital learning, industry institute collaboration, academic research and industrialization, and Indian knowledge system. These are the 5 themes of NEP 2020. Okay, and the 5 pillars of education, often based on UNESCO's framework for lifelong learning, consist of learning to know, acquiring knowledge, learning to do, applying skills, learning to live together, fostering empathy, cooperation, learning to be, personal development, and learning to transform oneself and society, promoting change and sustainability. So these are the 5: learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, learning to be, and learning to transform oneself and society. So these are the 5 pillars of education as per the UNESCO's framework. Alternative context NEP 2020. The 5 pillars are, I already told you, access, accountability, affordability, equity, and quality. 5 pillars. Okay. Four C's. 4 C's of curriculum: creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. So it's, we have discussed some important facts and models related to education. Now let's move forward strictly to the question. So we were discussing कोर फैक्चुअल मेमोरी ऑफ इंडियन एजुकेशन माइलस्टोन। सीबीएसई ने 6th से लाइफ स्किल एजुकेशन लाइक क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, एम्पैथी, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एकेडमिक ईयर 2003 to 4 में इंट्रोड्यूस किया था। ये क्वेश्चन प्योरली फैक्चुअल है और स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ गैस वर्क करके नेगेटिव मार्क में फंस जाते हैं क्योंकि सारे ऑप्शन क्लोज हैं। ठीक है, एग्जाम रेडी टेक अवे ये है, नोट डाउन इंपॉर्टेंट सीबीएसई एनसीईआरटी माइलस्टोन ईयर्स इन अ सेपरेट शीट। सीसीई वाज मैंडेटेड इन 2009 अलॉन्ग विद आरटीई, इस तरह के। ठीक है, मैं भी आपको ट्राई करता हूँ कि कुछ मिल जाए फैक्ट्स तो बढ़िया हो, देखता हूँ मिलता है कि नहीं। एनीवे आरटी एक्ट के बारे में और ये जो फ्री एंड कंपलसरी एजुकेशन है पता होना चाहिए। ये तो है ही, एज अप्रोप्रिएट एडमिशन, ठीक है, 25% रिजर्वेशन, प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ माल प्रैक्टिसेस, ठीक है, कैपिटेशन फीस, प्राइवेट ट्यूशन, ये सारी चीज़ें, ठीक है, कॉर्पोरल पनिशमेंट और स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट फॉर एडमिशन, ठीक। स्कूल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ये डिस्कस हुआ है, टीचर क्वालिफिकेशन एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी, ठीक है। स्कूल मैनेजमेंट कमेटी के बारे में बात की गई है जिसमें गवर्नमेंट एडेड स्कूल्स टू फॉर्म रिक्वायर्स गवर्नमेंट and aided schools to form SMC composed of 75% parents guardian to monitor school functioning. No detention policy prohibits holding back or expelling children until the completion of elementary education. Okay, so this is all about the today's class. Someone is playing the music in the background, so it's enough. Yeah, we have to complete that question. So that question was all about the date 2003 to 4 was the academic section. So uh, that's all. We will meet in the another video.